Hey everybody, today is Thursday, April 2nd is when you should be watching this video, so that's where we are today. Yesterday, you should have turned in your Google Slides presentation for the French Revolution. At 5 p.m. that was due. Again, go back though, make sure that it is still everyone can view because that's going to be critical for what you're doing today and tomorrow. So if you're on this video, that means you did what you're supposed to. Everybody can see your Google Slides presentation and you submitted it yesterday by 5 p.m. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to outline what you're doing for the second half of this week, today, Thursday, April 2nd, and tomorrow, Friday, April 3rd. First thing that you're going to do, you are going to go back to your class's assigned topics page. So at this point in time, every single name should have a link to a Google Slides presentation next to it. What you're going to do is you're going to go through and you are going to look through at least one presentation per topic for a grand total of 10 presentations, including your own, right? You already did one presentation yourself, so hopefully you have a solid understanding of one of the 10 topics. But now, like I said, the purpose of doing these presentations is to actually gain some baseline understanding of the key components of the French Revolution prior to reading Tale of Two Cities. So now you're going to go through and you're going to educate yourself. Again, we would typically be doing this in presentation format, but unfortunately we can't do that. So you're going to go through and you're going to read your classmates' presentations. Once you do that, or excuse me, actually while you were doing that, while you're clicking through their 10 different presentations, take notes. This is going to be really helpful for what you're submitting tomorrow. Take notes in your own words because when you go to type up the document that you're submitting on Friday, you cannot just copy and paste from other presentations, from your peers' presentations. You can't just copy and paste what's on their slides. You need to write it in your own words. So this takes us to number 3 now on the daily agendas. So number 1 is watch this video on the daily agendas for Thursday and Friday. Number 2 is read through 10 presentations total. So one presentation for each of the 10 topics, each of the 10 key aspects of the French Revolution. If you want to click on other classes aside from your own, that's totally fine. So if you feel like you don't really have a great understanding about any one particular of the 10 topics, feel free to click on another class to get a better idea. But once you've done that, you're going to move to number 3. So here we go. Number 3, you're going to write a one-page type summary of the key components of the French Revolution in MLA formatting. So again, this is what you did with your spring break paragraphs. So MLA formatting, 1-inch margins all the way around. You've got your heading up in the top left corner, name, teacher, class, date. You've got your title centered in the middle of the page. One thing I wanted to hit on that I saw in the spring break papers, everything needs to be in Times New Roman font. So Arial, I'm not accepting Arial. It needs to be Times New Roman font, size 12. Make sure you're doing that correctly for this document. This one-page typed synopsis of the key components of the French Revolution is going to be a quiz grade. So it's going to be graded more harshly than your spring break paragraph that you turned in last week. Also, this should be in your own words, as I mentioned, so you cannot just copy and paste from someone else's presentation. That is why I highly suggest you take notes while you are clicking through all the different presentations. So when you go to write this one-page synopsis, you already have all your notes handwritten and you can just type them in a document and then upload that. This one-page typed synopsis of the key components of the French Revolution written in MLA formatting needs to be uploaded to turnitin.com on Friday, April 3rd by 5 p.m. So this is your second half of the week assignment, one-page type synopsis of the 10 different topics based on what you learned in the presentations. It's due on Friday by 5 p.m. All of this, again, is outlined on the daily agendas. Hopefully that should be pretty straightforward. Again, look through the presentations, take some notes, write a one-page synopsis. Make sure you include something about all 10 topics, so you can't just write an entire page about Louis XVI. You need to actually include something from all 10 topics, and you're submitting this in MLA formatting Friday, 5 p.m. What else? I think that's about it. Should be straightforward. In terms of Friday, once you have done that, once you've submitted it online, I'm going to try and get next week's assignments up pretty quickly, probably Sunday evening, maybe even potentially after Friday, because you are going to want to get a head start on things for reading the text, looking at a Prezi that I'm going to upload. So if you want to, over the weekend, start looking at things, but definitely get started first thing Monday morning next week. I think that's it. I still miss you terribly. I wish I was in school with you. Please keep updating the fun things, whatever you want to do to stay connected because I miss you. So anyways, that's it for Thursday and Friday this week. Email me if you have questions. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks.